Hello student, in last video number 31 we discussed the university paper, last year university paper 2019 paper section B. In this video we will discuss section A and then we will go to section C. In section A there are the 10 questions and each section is attempt all questions and each question for 2 marks, right? These are the 10 questions, so we take one by one and then find the solutions of this one. First we take part A. In part A, in question asks find the PI of this one. You should just read this carefully. If we say find CF, then you have to find out the CF. If we say PI, then you have to find out PI. If right solve, then you should find out CF and PI both. In this question, find out the PI. What is PI? PI will be equal to 1 upon d square plus 4 and this sine of 2x. What is the rule for sine ax? The rule for sine ax is put d square equal to minus of a square. Rule is put d square equal to minus of a square. That means minus of 4. If we put d square equal to minus 4, denominator equal to 0. In that case, what is the rule? Rule is this, that multiply by x 1 upon differentiation of this. Differentiation of d square plus 4 is 2d and this sine of 2x, because f of minus of a square is equal to 0. In this case, we apply this one. 1 upon d represent the integration, so we can say x upon 2 integration of sine of 2x dx, and you can say x upon 2 integration of sine 2x. Sine 2x integration is minus of cos 2x upon 2, right? So answer is equal to minus x upon 4 cosine of 2x. This is the answer, right? Now we come to the B part. This B part, I solve this one. Dx upon dt equal to 3y and dy upon dt, that is equal to 3x. They are simultaneous differential equations and t is the variable. So you should remember that always write the solution in terms of t. If we suppose that dy dt, if we say dy dt is equal to d, we can write this equation as dx minus 3y equal to 0. That is equation number 1. And second one is 3x minus dy. That is equal to 0. Equation number 2. Eliminating any one, either x or y, you can eliminate any one as you wish. So we eliminate the y. For eliminating y, multiply the operator d in equation number 1 and 3 in equation number 2, and then subtract both. We say d1 minus 3 equation number 2, 3 into equation number 2, that is d square, and we multiply here 3, that is 9, so minus of 9 x is equal to 0. We can say m square minus 9 equal to 0, m equal to plus minus 3. So x CF, this is equal to C1, because here the independent variable is t, to write the answer in terms of t. In general, student write in terms of x, that's why the marks will cut, always marks cut. So write this in terms of t, so C1 e की power of 3t plus C2 e की power of minus 3t. Because right hand side 0, so x pi, that is equal to 0, so x is equal to C1 e की power 3t plus C2 e की power minus of 3t. Then select any one of the equation and then find the value of y. So in which equation we put the value of x? You can see from here, because we have to find out y. So we take the equation where the coefficient of y should be constant or b. So we take the first equation. And by first equation you can say that 3y, this is equal to dx, that means d means d of c1 e की power 3t plus c2 e की power minus of 3t, that is 3c1 e की power 3t minus 3c2 e की power minus of 3t, that is equal to 3y. So y can be written as c1 e की power 3t minus c2 e की power minus of 3t. This is the value of this one. Now comes the part 3, C part. In C part asks the find the volume of solid generated by revolution about y-axis. If we fold the figure about y-axis, find the volume of the figure. The volume of figure, if we this about y-axis, that is equal to volume is equal to, this is the part C, that is equal to integration, because we are revolving around y-axis, right? So we write this as pi of x square dy, and we write the limit of y, and limit of y is minus 5 to 5. Put the value of this is a, put the value of this x square, and given as x square plus y square equal to 25, you can write x square equal to 25 minus y square. Put here this minus 5 to 5, pi 25 minus y square dy, because it is an even function, you can write this 2 times taking pi h common, 0 to 5, 25 minus y square dy, and integrate this one 2 pi, this is 25y minus y cube upon 3, this from 0 to 5, and then put value 0 to 5, that is equal to 2 pi, and this is 125 minus 125 upon 3, that means 4 pi by 3 into 125. This is the, because when we revolve around the y-axis a circle, we always get a sphere, and you know that the volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, where r is 5. This is the answer of this one. Now comes the next part, that is say find the value of gamma minus 5 by 2. You have to find out the value of gamma of minus 5 by 2. So this is the D part. Gamma of minus 5 by 2. So we know gamma of n, that is equal to n minus 1, gamma of n minus 1. From here we can write gamma of n minus 1 is equal to gamma n upon gamma n minus 1. Put n equal to n plus 1. We get gamma n equal to gamma of n plus 1 upon gamma n. Gamma of n plus 1 upon n. Now put n equal to minus 5 by 2. So gamma of minus of 5 by 2, that is equal to minus 5 by 2 plus 1. That is minus 3 by 2 upon minus 5 by 2. Again apply this formula 2 times. So we get 1 upon minus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2, and this is gamma of 1 by 2, right? So we can write this minus of 8 upon 15, and gamma 1 by 2 is root pi. We get the answer this one. Now we have to find out the Fourier coefficient A1. We have to find out the Fourier coefficient A1 if fx is given as x square, fx is given as x square minus pi to pi, right? So we take this E part. We want to find out A1. First write the formula for AN. AN is equal to 1 upon L minus L to L fx cos n pi upon Lx dx. Here L is equal to pi. Put here L equal to pi. So we get 1 upon pi minus pi to pi x square cos nx dx. This is the value of an, right? This is a even function, this is even function, so you can write this 2 upon pi 0 to pi x square cos of nx dx. Now put a equal to 1, because we have to find out the value of a1. So put here a equal to 1. What is the value of a1? a1 is equal to 2 upon pi 0 to pi x square cos nx dx. Apply the formula integration uv equal to uv1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 and so on. Apply this formula, we get 2 upon pi x square is u integration of cos nx. n की वैल्यू हो गई 1, तो this is cos x basically. This is cos x. तो integration of cos x is sin x minus differentiation of x square 2x. This is minus of cos x and this plus 2 and this minus of sin x. Put limit from 0 to pi. For 0 to pi, this part and this part, first and third term will be equal to 0. We get from here, this 2 2 is 4, 4 upon pi and put x की value pi cos pi and second part is 0, so pi to pi cancel out, that is minus of 4. Cos pi means minus 1, right? We get this minus of 4, the value of a1 is minus 4. Now we come the convergence of sequence. What is the convergence of sequence? F an is equal to 2n upon n square minus 1. Convergence of sequence defined as if n tending to infinity, the value is infinite. That means if n tending to infinity, taking this an as 2 upon n upon 1 plus 1 upon n square, and this limit n tending to infinity an, that is equal to 0. So that means given sequence is convergent sequence. Given sequence is convergent. Now come the next part. Up to this we solve this one. Now come this one. Find so that the complex function f of z equal to z cube is analytic function. I have to prove that the given function is analytic function. So take fz equal to, this is the part g, f of z is equal to z cube, that is equal to x plus iy whole power 3 x cube, right, plus 3 x square iy plus 3 x iy whole cube plus iy whole cube. This is square basically. This is square, right? Then solve this, we get x cube plus 3i x square y minus 3 xy square minus I y cube. The real part is equal to x cube minus 3 xy square and imaginary part is 3 x square y minus y cube. So this is u equal to x cube minus 3 xy square and v equal to 3 x square y minus y cube. To prove a given function is analytic function, first you should prove the CR equation. So write this del u upon del x. What is del u upon del x? That is equal to 3x square minus 3y square. And what is del u upon del y? You can say del u upon del y, that is equal to 3, this is equal to 3x square minus 3y square. You can say this is del v upon del y. So del u upon del x is equal to del v upon del y. Now find out del u upon del y. What is del u upon del y? Del u upon del y is minus 6xy. And what is del v upon del x? Del v upon del x is, this is again 6xy. You can see del u upon del y is equal to minus of del v upon del x. So CR equation satisfied. We can say CR equation satisfied. Now find out the f dash z. F dash z is equal to 3z cube, z square, right? And 3z square, yet this function is defined for all value. So fz is analytic function. So given function fz is analytic function. Now we come to H part. Define the conformal mapping. The conformal mapping, we take the two figure xy and uv, where we say w equal to fz is mapping. There are the two curves c1 and c2, and image are c1 star and c2 star. The angle between these are alpha, and this is also alpha. So if a transformation w equal to fz is such that the angle between any two curves c1 and c2 in z plane is equal to both in magnitude and sense. Sense means directions, right? With angle between c1 star and c2 star in fz, then f of z is conformal mapping. Now we come to the next part. Evaluate the integrations 0 to 1 plus I x square minus I y dz, and where path is given as along y equal to x. What is the value of dz? You can write dz is equal to dx plus I dy. In this type of questions, you have to find out a relation between x and y, right? And then put a relation. If you convert the given integration in terms of x, then put the limit of x. And if you convert the whole integration in y, then put the limit of y, right? Limit of x means real part and limit of y means imaginary part. Clear? So here the path is given y equal to x. If y equal to x, that means dy is equal to dx. Put value here, we get integration x square minus I, and this is y. Y की value, what is the value of y? Value of y is x, this, and here you can write this dz as dx plus I dx, like this. You can write like this. Taking here common as 1 plus I h common, so you can write this, and limit is from x equal to 0 to 1. So that is 0 to 1, x square minus ix, and that is dx, like this, right? Now put integrate the 1 plus I, and integration is x cube upon 3 minus I x square upon 2, limit from 0 to 1, that is 1 plus I, and this is 1 by 3 minus I upon 2. So this is the answer of this part. Now the last part is find the residue f of z. Find the residue of f of z at z equal to 0. The function is given as, this is the last part, j part, fz, that is given as cosine of z upon z plus 5. This is, you can find residue at z equal to 0. First you can see here, if you put denominator equal to 0, if we put denominator equal to 0, so we get z equal to 0 and z equal to minus 5. Two singularities are there. Two singularities are there. And in question ask only the residue at z equal to 0. To find the residue at z equal to 0, residue at z equal to 0, that is limit z tending to 0, z minus z0. So z minus 0 into fz, fz is cos z upon z, z plus 5. This cancel out, that is cosine of 0 upon 0 plus 5. So cosine 0 is 1, so that is equal to 1 upon 5. So part A is complete. Part A is 10 consists 10 questions. Each question of 2 marks, that means 20 marks. So we complete in this video part A. In next video, that means video number 33, we will start part C. Okay, thank you very much. If you subscribe, if you just like this channel, then subscribe the channel and also give the comments. Okay, thank you very much.